Hey y'all, it's your friendly neighborhood therapist, and tonight I want to talk to y'all just a little bit about how our body stores trauma and how it shows up. So let's get into it. So first, let's define trauma. According to the American Psychological Association, it is simply an emotional response to a terrible event. But that simple definition means it's also very ambiguous, which is why a lot of people don't understand the true impact of trauma and how it impacts our emotional, psychological, mental, and physical health and well-being. Now, next to keep in mind is that trauma is different for everyone. It shows up, it feels different, and it impacts us differently. So me and you could go through the exact same traumatic event, but we process it totally different. Our body stores it differently, and it impacts our lives differently. But just to give you an idea of how prevalent trauma is, according to the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, roughly 90% of all American adults have experienced a traumatic event at least once in their lifetime. So that is a lot. And even how we look at traumatic events varies because a lot of times people will think that they haven't actually experienced a traumatic event, but it is considered traumatic. This is why a lot of therapists give ACE assessments, which is Adverse Childhood Experience Assessments, to assess what traumatic events did you have before you turned 18. And some of the things people would never even mark as traumatic, but they are. So during a traumatic event, our body goes into fight or flight mode. Our brain starts to release stress hormones like cortisol, adrenaline, and epinephrine in response to real or perceived danger. If it is real danger, though, we are now traumatized, and now our brain is not the same as it was before the traumatic event. A traumatized brain no longer knows how to differentiate between a real or a perceived threat. So even the smallest thing could cause our stress hormones to skyrocket and elevate us to fight or flight mode when it might not be necessary. When our brain and nervous system has become hypersensitive to seemingly small innocuous stimuli, that is known as HPA dysfunction. And untreated HPA dysfunction, unmanaged, unprocessed, can lead to a lot of external outcomes. So this is how our body stores it. So how does the body store and manifest that trauma? Irritability, depression, anxiety, frequent illness due to a lowered immune system, menstrual irregularities for women due to a hormonal imbalance, muscle weakness, exaggerated stress response, feeling easily overwhelmed, inexplicable fatigue, difficulty coping with stress, hypertension, insomnia, and even cardiovascular disease or diabetes. So our body tells us, but we sometimes don't hear or understand why, and that might be the why. Y'all have a good night.